Hey friends, it's Renee here and welcome to Still Moving, where together we make mindful use of the moments in between. Today's stretch practice is all about the hips and hamstrings, and it's a quick one, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start with a cross-legged seat. Take the right leg in front of the left. If it feels more comfortable for you to sit yourself up on a cushion or a block, please feel free to do that. And let's begin with our hands on our knees and moving through seated rounds of cat-cow, so spinal flexion and extension. As you inhale, I want you to put a little bit of pressure on the knees to pull the chest forward, lift the chin away from the chest, breathe in. And then exhale, round. So we're rounding on towards the tailbone of our pelvis, taking the chin to the chest, and then using the grip we have on our knees to just lean back into our heart. Inhale, roll onto the front edge of the pelvis, lift the chin, and then exhale, round. One more like that. Breathe in, lift up. And exhale, round. And this time, as you pull the chest forward, keep yourself on the front edge of the pelvis and then fold over your legs any amount. Reach the arms out in front of you. As you reach the arms out in front of you, you can stay up on the fingertips. And drop the head any amount that feels good. And then walk your hands over to the left. And so the chest starts to fold over towards the left knee, the left thigh. I want you to feel yourself grounding into the outer right hip. Steady breaths in and out through the nose. And then walk your hands back enough to unravel the right leg. Take it out to the right side. Right hand to the inside of the right leg. Left arm up and over. And then lift yourself up, pivot your chest towards your right leg. I'm going to just keep shifting orientation. You stay as you are, just for ease of instruction with you. Fold yourself over your right leg any amount. Flex at the right ankle so the toes feel like they're moving back towards your face. And think less about taking the nose to your knee and more about taking the chest towards your toes. And it might feel better to have a bend in the knee, as generous as you like, to keep rolling onto the front edge of the pelvis like we did in those spinal cat-cow shapes, rolling onto the front edge of the pelvis, lengthening the spine down the length of your right thigh. Now, any of these shapes that you want to revisit, you can. I did say it was a quick practice. So I'm gonna keep moving. As you lift up, bend the right knee. The right foot meets the left foot. And we take the right outer tricep to the right inner knee. Take the right fingertips out, take the left fingertips out. Just stay here for a moment, applying a little bit of pressure back into the inner right knee with the arm. And the idea of this is feeling this in the inner right thigh, especially around the groin. And we'll start to walk the fingertips forward. I'm going to walk them forward in the same line as the toes are facing. So it's kind of a diagonal. If you're anything like me, taking this shape makes your breath catch a little bit. Right? See if you can bring an evenness to the breath. And if you find it hard to bring an evenness to the breath, then back out of the shape a little. Right? Allow the breath to tell you a lot about how your body is feeling, how your body is responding to the shape. So we get so much information from the breath. Okay, lift up. Cross the left leg over the right in a seated position, hands to knees. Take a breath in, pull the chest forward, lift the heart up, lift the chin up, lift the gaze up, and then round, breathe out. Inhale, heart forward and open, chin up. Exhale, round. Open forward, chin up. Keep the chest opening forward. Take the arms out in front of you. And stay up onto the fingertips. Stay long through the chest. See if you can keep the curvature of your spine. Right, notice if there's a rounding in the lower back. Again, see if you can keep rolling onto the front edge of the pelvis. And then walk the hands over to the right. this shape, you can feel not just your outer left hip grounding down, but the left fingertips in particular grounding down, and it's like they're trying to push the ground forward. And then walk back just enough to unravel the left leg, take it off to the left. So you've kind of created tree pose in the legs, left hand to the inside of the left leg, right arm up. And lift up, pivot the body towards the left leg, and then fold over it any amount. And you can notice if the sides are the same or if they're different. My right side is historically more open than my left. So true to form, this feels a lot more intense on this side than the other side. And so I adjust accordingly. I'll bend my left knee a little bit more deeply. And I'll lift up out of the shape a little more. Nice, steady breaths. As you lift up, bring the left leg with you, left foot and right foot meet. Take the left arm out to the left, so that way the back of the left tricep is connected to the inside of the left knee. Right arm goes out to the right. You're really using this shape to try and lift the chest up, lengthen the spine. And then how much of that length can we keep as we start to crawl our fingertips off out in front of us in the same line as the toes. And again, I know we're moving through this quickly. It's a quick stretch practice for you. And any of these shapes that feel really good, feel free to revisit them. Let's take one more breath in together. Another breath out. Okay, as you lift up, take both legs out in front of you. Again, you stay, I'll switch. Have not figured out how to do the framing yet in a way that works. If you've been following the journey, you know I complain about that in almost every practice. If you've not been following the journey and this is your first class with me, then be prepared to hear that almost every practice. Let's fold forward over the legs. I will figure this out at some point, I promise. Actually, I don't promise I'll figure it out. I promise to keep trying to figure it out for you, though. Okay, lift up, take the hands back. Legs can stay straight if you like, otherwise bend them, place the soles of the feet down. Lift the hips up. I want you to squeeze the glutes. And then lower the hips down. Release the legs, release the hands, left hand to the chest, right hand to the belly. Let's conclude this practice with a deep breath in through the nose. And a full breath out of the mouth. Nice job.